What's up, friends? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Elizabeth. This is EJ Joyful Plans, and in today's video, we are flipping through the new Favorite Florals sticker book by KellofaPlan. Y'all, I think this is 40 pages. This is a bigger than normal sticker book because she had to fit in all of her favorite florals. Yeah, I mean, this book is full of 20 of our favorite florals. Yeah, 40 sheets. So this is going to be a little bit more expensive than the typical 30 sheet because there are 10 extra sheets in here. So we're going to flip through this bad mama jamma and then we are going to decorate my planner for the week. So let's get into it. Favorite Florals by KellofaPlan. Let's go. Ooh, I haven't flipped through it yet. Did you hear that nice crack? I love a good crack of a new sticker book. Let me make sure y'all can see that okay. All right, the first florals are on paper and they are very muted and subtle. We've got some pinks and some sagey greens. Very pretty. And we have 2 sheets of those. This is gonna give us the pattern, I bet. So we're gonna see, yes, 2 of each type of floral. These are a little bit more vivid. I love this kind of purpley pink tone. Really pretty. And then we've got, of course, our flat edge florals, which are really great for tacking on to the sides of boxes or at the top of your planner page. 2 sheets of those. Pretty. This is very pretty, very romantic. We've got kind of a blue-gray floral with a kind of cream-toned floral. I guess leaves with a cream-toned floral. Very pretty. I love the eucalyptus leaves, one of my favorites. Then we have more of a kind of a watercolor floral style. I like that these sticker shapes are changing. So this is the first time we're seeing kind of a corner piece with this floral. Ooh, I like this style of floral. They kind of look like paper florals. If you've seen like in person paper florals, they're really, really cool. I like that kind of style. Very pretty colorway. This is great if you are new to KellofaPlan and you don't have a lot of her sticker books, but you want a sense for her style, then, you know, just getting this sticker book gives you a huge, huge collection of florals, Heather's favorite florals, in one sticker book, one kind of mega sticker book. We've got more kind of pinks and purples and blues. Get 2 sheets of those. Then we have more autumnal florals. I like those colors a lot. So you might recognize these from other sticker books. Then we have pretty simple pinks and greens. 2 sheets of those. Ooh, these are like holiday florals with the pine cone and the poinsettias. That's fun. So yeah, this is like the who's who of floral sticker books. So if you missed any of her sticker books and you want one book that's got most of them, this is gonna be the one for you. This is cool. These look like real florals, like a photograph of florals. Pretty colors on that. Then we have more autumnal with the pumpkins. I like the mix of the orange with the teal. That's really pretty. This is an all seasons floral sticker book. More pinks and purples, different piece down here than we've seen so far. Going all the way across the bottom with a flat edge. Then we have some sunflowers. I love the color here. Lovely, lovely. Blue florals. Those are really pretty. I like that a lot. Some more purples. I love the additional green on these ones. Makes the purple pop even more. 2 sheets of those. Then we've got pinks and navies. Yeah, this covers a wide variety. Ooh, we have tropical florals. Flip-flops and the seahorse, pineapple. We have some muted plums. Well, I think for this week I should use the tropical, right? I feel like that's apropos for this week. Ooh, these are pretty. Pinks with those light greens. And that is it. That is Favorite Florals. So this is like, again, like a lookbook of some favorite florals from KellofaPlan. Lots of different colors, lots and lots and lots. We've got some seasonal stickers as well with Christmas and, or at least winter season and fall. We've got summer. Obviously, a lot of these are going to work for spring. This is beautiful, very romantic. Fun. Okay, well, I think the stickers that I should use this week are probably going to be these more tropically ones. Let me see how these are going to fit in my catch-all, which right now I'm using filler paper from the Happy Planner. Let me make sure. Oof. Want to make sure that I don't get out of the frame here. All right. Can you all see everything? I think so. All right, let's get into it. I'm going to keep things pretty simple this week. And let me make sure I have, let me get some KellofaPlan boxes, if I can find some, or some dates at least. Or we can dip into my Mojo Jojo plans. Let me see. Well, let me start with covering things up, and then I'll figure out what boxes I want to use. So let's start with covering up my headers. I always do that because I end up changing them, and then I also end up usually decorative dating as well. Okay, hold on. Now I actually really need to move some stuff over because I'm realizing I'm definitely going to need boxes. So let me see. Should I get the dated basics, alpha basics? Maybe we'll do some alpha basics. Are there numbers in here? I can't remember. There are some. Let me grab that. And then dated basics. Yeah, we're gonna keep that. And then I'm gonna grab neutral basics just in case. Yeah, maybe we'll use some gray boxes today. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and get started. And I think this is gonna be a fairly simple spread this week. But let's get to it. I'm gonna grab this large sticker here. And I think this might be too large. So I'm actually gonna throw this down here instead, just to cover up the write it down. Hopefully I can get this to, oh yeah, that's gonna fit perfectly. And then I'm gonna grab, maybe we use this corner piece. I love when sticker books have two sheets that are duplicated because then you can kind of play around with shapes and stuff. Which way do we wanna go? Do we go this way? I'm gonna go this way and cover up some of the checklists. I'm okay with doing that because there's so much available lined space over here. I'm okay with losing some of my checklist space over here. I'm gonna trim this guy off. Make sure you keep what you trim off because you can relocate it somewhere else. So I'm gonna carefully trim that. And I could put it here, or I could have it go below a box. I'm gonna set this aside because I will use it, but I don't know where I'm gonna put the box yet. I also think it would be fun to add maybe the seahorse. So I could add the seahorse like right here. Let's do it. Trim this guy a little bit. Like so. And let's see what we've got. This is Neutral Basics from KellofaPlan. And we want to go with like gray or black. I kind of think I want to go with, well, I don't have any smaller black, so I think we're going to have to go with gray this week. Changing things up. But I don't think I want a box that's that big, so I'm going to cut this box kind of in half. And then I'm going to piece it back together. Try to line up. I cut it crooked, so we got to make sure. Actually, what I should do, just to make sure that this is a little bit more even, is I'm going to lay this down first. And then let me grab my tweezers. These are college tweezers. They're used in bio and chem classes. You can get them for like $5 on Amazon. They are linked in my Amazon storefront if you are curious. And I'm going to try to get this as even as possible. I think that works. So I just kind of narrowed it a little bit because I felt like the box was a little bit too big. And then I'm going to do the same thing here. Or do we want to do, there are no quotes in this sticker book. No quotes. So, maybe I do a highlight of the week. I'm going to grab the sticker that I cut, and do I want to go up or down? Maybe we just go like that. That's going to cover up the correction tape. And let's see, this week's focus, this month I want to, today's top 3. How about, ooh, I could do a weekly habit tracker. I'm going to do a weekly habit tracker, but I'm not sure I want that. Do I want that there or like down in the corner? I don't like that so much. I think I want this week's focus. Maybe we do this week's focus, or I grab a box. Yeah, I feel like it needs a box. What if I butt the box up against that? Oh, that's better. That's better. The flowers needed to be on top of something, kind of popping up on something. And then I'm gonna put this week's focus kind of right here. And then I'll put the focus of the week in the box. Okay, what else do we want? I'm gonna move the neutral basics out of the way. And let's take a look back over here. We definitely wanna do some decorative dating. Oh, the other thing I could do if I wanna add some more texture is I could use some of the like bullet lists. Hold on. If I want to pretend this is washi tape and add a little bit of texture, I could do something like that. I feel like it's a little too thick, but kind of like a little washi moment. But I don't want to grab washi, so I'm going to use, I don't like that so much. Where can I put this? I need my tweezers. I feel like that's a little bit too short, so we're not going to use this piece. Let's go back here, and I feel like it needs to be, I mean, I could just add it kind of floating up here. I'm gonna do that. I'm just gonna leave that floating just to kind of add a little extra something. All right, let's go to dated basics. And let's see. Do I want to use clear or, I think I want to use clear. Or I can use the paper. I think I'm gonna go with the clear. Ooh, but those are really fun too. Let's see, so what is this week? Did I let you guys know that this is releasing on Friday, June 23rd? I can't remember. So this sticker book is releasing on Friday, June 23rd. I think, so I wanna make sure I have all of the numbers available if I use the clear ones, or if I want to use these ones. So 23, 24, 25, 23, 24, 19. Okay, so that's not going to work. I don't have enough of those. Ooh, but I could use pinks. Normally I'm not a pink person, but that would certainly add a little extra color on here. So let's just do it. Let's just add pink. And hopefully this is going to be a bit of a squeeze. We're going to try to get this to fit. gonna work? I'm always worried about these not quite fitting properly. We're gonna go for it. So Friday's the 23rd. I know I'm working backwards. I always forget what dates are which, so I have to start with the date I am certain of, which is Friday the 23rd. Ooh, this is gonna be a tight squeeze, you guys. Almost need to trim these, I think. And then the 25th. Ooh, this is gonna be really tight. I'm a little nervous. These definitely were not meant for this dimension of paper. Let's see. Try to get as close as possible. And I can tell I'm putting these down crooked, so that's gonna be a little wonky. A little wonky, guys. Now I'm kind of wishing I'd done gray. But that's okay, we're gonna keep going. I think cutting the flat edge or the bottom was a good idea. Kind of gives me something to work with here. All right, and then the 19th. I never know what day it is. All right. And then the 19th, and we are good to go. So we have dated, and now we're gonna need to put some decor over on this side. Definitely want to do some gray boxes. So as far as brain dumping goes for this week, I need to come up with some to-do lists for my trip to California for my 40th birthday. So I think I want to throw down some functional boxes, and I'm going to use the Neutral Basics book. Although I could also, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna go ahead and put this guy down here, or I could use a pen. I think I wanna use boxes just because I used boxes on the other side. And let's see, I think I also want another box right here, just to kind of organize my thoughts this week. And let's do a vertical horizontally right here. Oh my gosh, you guys, my nail polish is smudging this. And let's see, I'm gonna put this guy going vertically up here. And do I want to do anything else? Maybe one more box up here, right above it. Okay, then I think we need some florals. Probably should have thrown down some florals first, but I wasn't sure where I wanted to take things. So, and then I might want to also, well, let's go back to the florals and then we will add some miscellaneous items, headers probably. So I definitely want to add a pineapple here, and maybe the flip-flops here. How about up a little bit higher so we don't lose the functionality of this box. And then I feel like we need more floral action. So I'm going to trim this guy in half, and let's see, will it fit all the way across here? It will. So put that there. And will this guy fit here? I think it will. Yes, that will go there. And I think we still need a little bit more, like maybe trim that way. And I think if I can lift up this flip-flop. It's starting to rip a little bit, but that's okay. I'm gonna add this more kind of leafy moment right there. And then put the floral back down over that. And where do we want to add this guy? Down at the bottom. Or I could put it here. I'm going to put this guy right here to add the month on top of. So a little bit of floral there. Let's grab the, oh, this doesn't have our dates on it. Oh, I grabbed Alpha Basics. I forgot about that. Let's see if there's something from Alpha Basics. Do we want to use paper or clear? I think we want to use clear. And I'm just going to spell out June with these clear guys. Yep. So we'll just go right there. And then almost wrote down July. I feel like this summer is moving so fast. It's unbelievable. I feel like it's almost July and I'm like, what happened to April, May, and June? All right, J-U. I love playing with alpha stickers and doing kind of my own custom moment. U. And let's grab the E. It's just fun. So I like undated stuff because you can kind of play around with redating. All right, where is my bone? Here it is. Cute, cute, cute. Wow, I used all paper decor today. That's amazing, with the exception of this guy. So we've got June. Let's grab some, I think we need some more dot grid, or excuse me, not dot grid, bullets, just to add a little bit more texture. Since we added it over here, I want to make sure we have a little bit more of that around here, just to have it be consistent. And I know someone's probably looking at this and going, Elizabeth, what is the point? The point is it looks cool, y'all. It looks cool. Sometimes it's as simple as I just like adding a little bit of extra texture. Okay, do we need or want anything else? Oh, I was gonna maybe put some headers from here. So this week's focus, today's top 3. This month I want this week's focus. We did that. Highlight of the week. I could do that. Maybe here. Highlight of the week. Highlight of the week. Maybe I put that right here. Highlight of the week. And then you guys, truth be told, I don't know which box I'm going to write it in. But one of these boxes will have a highlight of the week. I do want a little bit more like bullet stuff. So let me see if I have my dot pens. I don't know if I told you guys this, but my husband is building me a pen cubby for my birthday. So all of my pens are all over the place in random places in preparation for that. So I'm just trying to find, I don't know, I don't think this color will match. A little nervous. I feel like this green is gonna be, let me grab a notebook somewhere. I have sticker books everywhere, but not a single notebook. How is that possible? Oh wait, here we go. Oofta. Okay, so let me go to this guy. Ooh, 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 ooh. No, no, no. That is way too much. But let's see if we can find, nope, no, no, no. I think we just need, I don't know, maybe I could just use a gray. Ooh, that is not gray. What if I used a gray pen and just did some like highlighted lines? Let me see. Oofda. I'm looking through pens here. There are just so many, and yet none of, ooh. Would that work, or does that, it works with the green, but I don't like the way that it would look with the pink. Maybe we need to add some more pink. That could work. Okay, so that is a contender because I feel like that's pretty close to that. So what I'm gonna do, guys, is I'm gonna add some highlight lines. Nope, that is definitely not gonna work. I'm adding some highlight lines underneath June. Ooh, that's really pretty, but that's not the right color. Okay, we're gonna go with this one. Just to add a little bit of color, but then also I'll use them basically like bullets. Let me grab a ruler just to try to get as straight up line as possible. And then we are going to call it quits. So I'm just gonna start here. And I think I'm gonna do the full width of the highlighter nib all the way across. And this is mostly because it looks cool. I'll be honest, totally not necessary. Oh, and I can see the color smearing. But this is just a way to, let me wipe this off, add just a little more color to the spread. I can write on the lines, or I can write on the lines that are highlighted, and it looks cool. So that's what we're gonna do this week. All the way across. And then we will call it good. We'll see what it looks like on discs. Do I go all the way down? Yes. Bam. Ooh, last one? No, we're gonna leave it. Okay. I think that is all we wanted. Oh, I feel like we need to go. I'm gonna go up one more because it seems like it needs, this row needs a little bit of love. I could go next to June as well. Let me think about that. Do that. And then if I go up, I kind of think I should go up. Let's go up. And then we'll call it good. Oof. Cute. Super cute. It almost makes me want to put some pink down there, but that would definitely just be for aesthetic purposes. Let's see what that looks like. Well, that is very different, you guys, but I think we're gonna call it good. Let's see what this looks like on discs, and then we will call it a video. Let me grab my notebook, which I like to use to get a sense for how things are looking on discs. Oh yeah, cute. 9 times out of 10, guys, when I start decorating, I have no idea what's gonna happen, no idea if it's going to look cute. And I think that looks pretty darn cute. Let's grab a pen, and I'm just gonna put to-dos. To-dos. And we're done, friends. I think that's it. That's all I'm gonna do for the week. I feel like I should go up one more. Should I go up one more? Let's do it. Let's see if I can do this while it's still on discs. I think I'm gonna have to go all the way back around. I feel like it just needs a little bit more. So I always post a picture over on Instagram, and oftentimes I will actually change a spread when I'm done with it, after I'm done with it, because I just feel like it needs more. And I might do that with this. So I would not be surprised if when I post a picture, you'll see some lines added here in pink, just to make it, I don't know, more pink, just to kind of pull it all together. But we'll see. So come hang out with me over on Instagram. My handle is ejjoyful_plans. That is where you'll be able to see if I change this at all. I use the Favorite Florals sticker book. It is a 40-sheet sticker book, mega sticker book from KellofaPlan, and it releases on Friday, June 23rd at 10 a.m. Central Time. I will link it down below. It is an affiliate link, so if you decide to shop because of this flip through and you're interested in this sticker book because you saw it here on my channel, I hope you'll consider using my affiliate link. It doesn't cost you anything, but I would get a small commission off of your purchase, and it lets Heather know that I did a good job showing her products. Until next time, friend, God bless you. God bless you and keep you. Do something creative today, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.